Salman. I will explain about interaction. We just FS KTM student at UTHM. Research background is Facebook user among student UTHM, which is by FS KTM student. And problem statement, which is the Facebook hacker were able to access the still and personal information. After that, research question that we have to, which is what is the sensitivity of Facebook privacy calculus among FS KTM student in UTHM. Second, which is what is the factor influence Facebook privacy calculus and privacy setting among FSKTM information security student in UTHM. Next, research objective we got to, which is to determine the sensitivity of Facebook privacy calculus among FSKTM information security student in UTHM. Second, to identify the factor influence Facebook privacy calculus and privacy setting among FSKTM information security student in UTHM. Research scope, we have 30 respondents from FSKTM student at UTHM. Significance of study, we focus on FSKTM information security in UTHM, awareness sharing information at Facebook.
The next is the literature review. In our conceptual framework, we have 7 independent variables and 1 dependent variable. Our independent variable is privacy setting, privacy risk, privacy concern, integrity, competence, benevolence, and personal interest. And this is the factors that affecting the user continuance amongst UTHM students. And next is his hypothesis development. These are the following hypotheses are proposed to be tested. Hypothesis 1 is privacy setting has a significant relationship with student continuous intention of using Facebook. And H2 is privacy risk has the significant relationship with the student continuous intention of using Facebook. And H3 is privacy concern has a significant relationship with students' continuous intention of using Facebook. And H4 is integrity in the OSM provider has a significant relationship with student continuous intention of using Facebook. And fifth is competence in the OSN provider has a significant relationship with students' continuous intention of using Facebook. And H6 is benevolence in the OSN provider has a significant relationship with student continuous intention of using Facebook. And the last H7 is personal interest has a significant relationship with students' continuous intention of using Facebook. Thanks.
My name is Tashamira binti Sadam. Okay. Now I want to present about methodology. Okay. First method. My group use a survey, which is we using Google Form at 30 respondents, and then the sample we use faculty of FSKTM in course information security, and then with using descriptive analysis, which is with using SPSS. Thank you.
I will presenting the result and the data analysis. For the descriptive analysis, there are the 30 respondents involved this research. Therefore, 30 questionnaire were disputed by using Google Form, and 30 of these questionnaire have been complete and collecting for this research. The response rate of the questionnaire is 100%. The data are analyzed by using SPSS. The next, I will present the mean and standard deviation for the privacy calculus variables. And for this table, the BS9 score the highest standard deviation of 1.299, whereas PR2, PR1, and PC4 score the lowest standard deviation of 0.740. And based on the result, it shows the score of the standard deviation of the all privacy calculus variable is above 0.70, but below the 1.299. And the next, I will present the mean standard deviation of student continuous intention for using Facebook. For this table, the CO3 score the highest standard deviation of 0.999, whereas CO2 score the lowest standard deviation of 0.803. Based on the result, it shows that the score of standard deviation for or for continuous integral variable is above 0.803 but below the 0.08999. And this is the normality test. Based on this table, we can see the privacy risks, privacy concern, competence, benevolence, personal interest, and the continuous integral variable are not normal because the critical variable is below 0.05, and only the privacy setting and integrity variables are normal because the critical is above 0.05. And overall, the data that we can get is not normal data because many variables are not normal, especially dependent variable, because they are below the 0.05 means that the data is not normal. The next is reliability test. Based on this table, there are the 7 variables of privacy calculus for measuring student continuous intention for using Facebook. Among the variables, privacy setting has the highest corpus alpha with the value of 0.7748, whereas benevolence and the personal interest have the lowest corpus alpha with the value of 0.634. Moreover, the overall reliability state result was 0.713, which indicated the good reliability and the validity scale. This is the Spearman collection analysis, and based on this table of the Spearman collection analysis, privacy setting, privacy risk, and privacy concern, integrity, and the competence have a coefficient value of less than 0.5. It means that all of these are show that correlate with continuous integration is weak. Only the benevolence and personal interest have a positive relation between Facebook privacy calculus and the privacy setting factor and student do continuous integration for using Facebook. The next is result of the major finding. For the privacy setting, the result show that the p-value is more than 0.05. Therefore, the study accepts the new hypothesis and reject the H1 hypothesis. And the privacy risk is set with the privacy setting. The research accepts the new hypothesis and reject the H2 hypothesis. The next is the privacy concerns. The result also show that p-value is more than 0.05. Hence, this research accept the new hypothesis and reject the H3 hypothesis. And for the integrity, the result also show that the p-value is exceeded 0.05. And it also accept the new hypothesis and reject the H4 hypothesis. And the competition also send result with the above. And the next is benevolence. The result show that the p-values are not less than the 0.05. Therefore, this research reject the new hypothesis and accept the H6 hypothesis. And for the personal interest, the result also send show the p-value does not exceed 0.05. And hence this research reject the new hypothesis and accept the H7 hypothesis. Thank you.
Okay, Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nohajani binti Asmadi. Now I would like to talk about discussion. First at all, we talk about discussion for objective 1. On objective 1, we use SPSS to doing the all analysis data and explain overall about research framework about sensitivity of Facebook, privacy confidence amount of students FSKTM in UTHN. Second, in objective 2, we discuss about factor influence Facebook